This is the Trip Doctor 2-Minute COVID Travel Update, July 2nd edition. Two things we'll cover in this edition are 4th of July travel this weekend and travel to the EU, European Union, probably for the rest of the summer. So first things first, let's talk about 4th of July travel. You may have read in the news that states like Florida and a few others have issued restrictions because of recent outbreaks of coronavirus in their states. So the things that are typically being restricted are going to bars and going to beaches. Now, this isn't really surprising given a lot of those states either did not have a lot of lockdown measures or have recently come out of lockdown measures earlier than a lot of other places. And so they've seen some outbreaks that have had more cases than a lot of other states that are even sometimes nearby. So if you're going to be taking a 4th of July trip or you're thinking about traveling for the 4th of July, make sure you look into your travel destination to see what restrictions are in place. Second, you may have also read in the news that the European Union has issued guidelines for its member states to who can and cannot come into the countries that are members of the European Union. So first thing I want to point out is the EU actually just issued guidelines for its member countries to create their own policies as to who's allowed in and who's not. Second, Germany actually just released their own guidelines based on the recommendations of the EU. They listed a few countries where people are allowed to visit from, and the United States is not one of them. One of the things that's important to remember, though, is it's travel from the United States. It's not United States citizens. So if you are a U.S. citizen living abroad in one of the countries they are allowing people to visit from, including places like Australia and New Zealand, you can still travel to Germany and likely probably other places within the European Union. So, as always, if you're making the decision to travel, make sure you follow the two guidelines that I recommend for everybody to follow to stay safe if you're traveling or not, and that is wearing a mask and maintaining physical distancing whenever possible.